Hello, Aries. This will be your monthly reading for January 2021. I'm going to be using a new spread for my cards this go around. I'm going to have the 4 cards for each week of January, and then I'm going to have the 3 cards, and this will be beginning week, midweek, and end of week for every week in January. So let's go ahead and get into this. Universe, what does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know for January 2021? Whoa, there's one. We get the Wizard, Power of Creation. Wow. Top the deck for clarification if necessary. Week 2, we get the 8 of Swords, Confusion. Week 3, we get the 10 of Cups, Prosperity. And the last week of January, we get the 2 of Discs, Change. Gorgeous. Okay, Universe, what's this clarification for the week of January? First week, the Wizard. We have 8 of Discs, Diligence. The 3 of Swords, Suffering. And the 8 of Cups, Renunciation. Here we have the 4 of Wands, Success. The Ace of Wands, Inspiration, lots of change here. And the Princess of Discs, Transmute. For this Prosperity, we have the Ace of Cups, Compassion. New beginnings abounding. The 2 of Cups, Love. The Princess of Cups, Dreamy. That's 2 weeks ended with princesses. And for the change here, we have the 10 of Swords, Closure. The 9 of Cups, Happiness. And the 6 of Wands, Victory. From beginning to end, Aries, where you apply yourself, where you want this growth and this movement, you're going to have it. You're absolutely going to have it here. Okay, so let's look at this first week. We get the Wizard, Power of Creation. You are a great manifester. You are a great creator, and this week is going to be focusing on your creative ability, what you're going to do with this newfound resource, this newfound energy for yourself. The first part of the week is the 8 of Discs, Diligence. This is seeing your garden growing, starting to see the fruits of your labor, starting to see if even if this isn't like something that you've been actually working towards, maybe it's just something you've been waiting for and keeping a good head on your shoulders about, not falling too deeply, but you're starting to see there's this success, there's this growth, this abundance that's starting to come in here. So this is just the preliminary. You've invested, you've watched it sprouting, and now it's starting to really blossom for you. The midweek, we get the 3 of Swords, Suffering. This is going to be turning inwards towards maybe areas of your psyche or your subconscious that you haven't been facing. So you're going to start seeing growth, and then you're going to start this questioning. And when you start this questioning about what is it that you really need, what is it that you really want, what is it that you want this investment of your garden to go to, you're really looking inwards. And of course that brings up a lot of emotional things that are attached to it. A lot of this could be negativity, so we don't like to look at the negative things because it's uncomfortable, but they do build up. And for you to be able to move with this power of creation and watching your garden bloom and what to do, you need to face this midweek. Okay, this is going to be, I'm going to use the word trigger, towards an internal, like, idealism of what it is you really want, what it is you really desire, and that's going back to a real deep sense of need in situations. And towards the end of the week here, you have the Eight of Cups, which is renunciation. So you took these steps into these deep, chaotic waters of the mind, and you figured out what is good that you have, what is solid that you have, and what is not, and what you're going to invest yourself into coming up with the rest of this flow. So definitely when you're working on what you want, what you don't want, what you want to create, what you want to carry with you, but that means you're going to have to go inside to see what your heart says, to see what your soul is saying to you. Don't be afraid to go in there either, because that's where the answers lie. Definitely. So you're taking that plunge because you need to really sort out what you're going to be carrying with you further on in this month. So the first week is just sorting and organizing your emotions and your thoughts and formulating what's important, what you're going to carry, what you're going to invest, and things like that. That does bring a lot of emotion to it because we really truly identify ourselves with the outside world, and our outside world is a reflection of what we have internally going on anyways. If you're not happy with it and you want to see your garden grow even better, then these things do need to be handled, because when you do reach that point of success, when you do reach that point of victory, you can't be carrying this stuff with you, because all it's going to do is impede your growth and you'll fumble and be insecure all the way through. So definitely focus on that, access it, heal it, and let it go. Just let it go. And this time you're not running away from anything. This time you're walking towards something. You're not leaving things unfinished for it to come back to you later on. This is what this process is. Okay, here on the second week of January, we have the Eight of Swords, confusion. Okay, this is being pulled two different ways, which could be the result of what actions you need to take once this consideration has been done. What areas now that you can focus on, since this unnecessary focus has been set aside, these things that never really fulfilled you and won't support your growth. So the first part of the week here is the Four of Wands, success. Okay, you're starting to see the door opening, you're starting to see the light, you're starting to see, wow, I could really walk through this door, walk through and make this choice and put myself in this position, and I will have success from this. So this is a grand idea. This is I don't know if it's like for some Aries, it's going to be getting your normal hours back at work, maybe even some overtime. Economy might be picking up again. For others, it's going to be that artistic thing, like if you want to start that website, if you want to start that blog, if you want to start posting your pictures for sale that you take or that you create, absolutely. You have access to it now, and you're starting to see that clear path because you're not carrying this baggage anymore. That energy that was holding on to that is freed up to be reused in the rest of you. So this is definitely you going to be seeing the opportunity, feeling that there's success, feeling that this is movement towards your goals and your ambitions. And you just got to make the step through the door here. Midweek, you have the Ace of Wands, which is inspiration. This is going to be moving you. This is the new start. That's why I'm getting this whole creativity thing. This could be a new job. This could be promotion into a new place, but I'm feeling there's a lot of movement with this. Movement in maybe a new office, or definitely getting the ideas of where this direction will be taking you. So if you get acknowledgement of this new opportunity standing in front of you, the midweek is going to be giving you the information that's really going to inspire you to take those moves. And at the end of the week here with the Princess of Discs, you're going to be working on taking the information you know and everything that you have, and this could be with finances too. I mean, good finances will bring a lot of change here, but you're taking these energies of thought from the first week of I'm leaving all that and walking towards this, to the second week, this is what I got to do to step through this door. And you may be confused about what steps you have to take, but that confusion is only going to be Will that take me back to this? It will not. Trust in your process, trust in your intuition, trust in your decisions here. This energy is moving you towards exactly where you want to be this month. For the third week here, so this is what you've been working towards and moving towards and transmuting and getting prepared for and setting yourself up for, shows up this week with the 10 of Cups. Prosperity. So this will be money flow, this will be abundance, this will be stability, this will be alleviation of any stress or any doubt or confusion that was created through that process. So the first of the week is going to be the Ace of Cups, compassion. This is a new start in relationships. This is a new start in social settings. This will be being able to go out again. This will be able to find that new one of these cups that you set aside, that area now, that focus. You have the ability to fill a new cup, and this is filling your new cup, whether it be a new hobby, whether it be gaining a new friend group, or just really reclaiming that lost sense of connectiveness is what I'm feeling here. You're going to be able to start filling that up with a good set of friends, with a good supportive community, maybe more outreach programs. I'm getting midweek, you're going to be focused on the Two of Cups, love, sharing abundance together. So again, this is starting of relationships. So if you're looking for love, you got a starting of a relationship right here. If you're looking for friends or partnerships or reconnecting with your loved ones that you've missed for a long time, midweek, that's what it's going to be about. End week, it's going to be the Princess of Cups, dreamy. This is a person that is hewing from the Ace of Cups to Two of Cups by the end of the week, Princess of Cups, dreamy. So if you are single, if you have been hurting for for a companionship, it is this week. Definitely a social week, definitely a fulfilling week that's going to be putting you in that dreamscape of opportunity, of idealism, of, I mean, if you're in a committed relationship, this is like a reset, a new understanding, a lifting of the stress, and planning a new way together. Now, when you plan that new way together and what you're going to do, make sure that you address the things that you were walking away from, that you're not bringing them with you. You know, that's just going to be a spirit check-in between you and your partner here. Of course, with any new formation, we got to make sure our P's and Q's are where they're supposed to be here. And finally, the last week, we get the the Two of Discs, change. The only thing constant in life is change. With this new movement, if you are single, you're going to find that emotional closure. You're going to be able to step away from situations. You're going to be able to see things for the way they were. Any extra pain that was brought over with this, it ends here. By the end of this month, what was bothering you here and you had carried for so long is no longer going to be bothering you. By midweek, you have the Nine of Cups, happiness. So it's not quite the Ten of Cups prosperity, but this is just the overall energy. By midweek, you're going to be feeling more settled, and this will be more of the inward motion again. So here we started inward and resolve, became passionate, outward stretching, became romantic and social and new creations of social life, finding the closure of what this was, settling into yourself, and then by the end of that week you have the Six of Wands, victory. So if you were going through any type of worries about finances, I'm getting finances, you don't have to worry about the finances here. If there has been any long-going issues of doubt and lack of self-confidence, we're getting that movement and that closure of those energies that create that lack of self-confidence within yourself. If you are single, love is on its way. If you are missing your friends and family, there's going to be a lot of rejoicing and rebuilding and ideas of togetherness. By the end of January, you're going to reach this closure of a situation. There's going to be a change in a situation here, and you're going to reach the closure. The closure may feel painful, and you may feel like you've lost a cup, but by golly, it is good for you. This is good for you. Closure can be hard, but because it's a process of letting go. And we like to remember and hold on to everything because memories are very valuable. But this is a emotional memory that you can let go of now and not carry with you. Overall victory. Well, Aries, this is really beautiful. I wish you the best of month. If you enjoyed this video, go check out my other ones, like and subscribe, and I will see you again next week. Bye, Aries.